and who have been supportive. And oh, by the way, before I go beyond that, I have to thank all of the organizers in Uyo in Akwa Ibom State for doing a fantastic job. We had an amazing rally there, amazing. So many of our people are still there in Uyo, and they moved from there to Calabar and then eventually to Port Harcourt. And on Thursday, we'll be in Port Harcourt for a campaign. On Friday, we'll be in Warri, and we'll be in Asaba, I think on Saturday, and then on Sunday, we'll be in Ekiti, Ado Ekiti, in the Ekiti state. So, financial summary update as of today, December 18, is as follows. So, we threw out a challenge for 1 million Nigerians, 400 Nigerians to donate $1 million. Oh my God. So let me start again. 400 Nigerians to donate 1 million naira. Yeah. Our GoFundMe is targeting $2 million. So we'll give you updates tonight. So out of the 4, interestingly, 2 have already made donations. So can you imagine that? Amazing people. So today we have another donor. His name is Afonso Morgan Ike. He donated $1 million naira. Mr. Afonso Morgan Ike, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now we're at 398 more to go. And with that, we'll perform miracles, as they like to say. So the amount of money raised so far and our fundraising event since this, as of today, our Zenith Bank account, we raised 1,537,440 naira. And GoFundMe grew rapidly in the last few days. We raised $2,869, which is equivalent of 1,027,102 naira. So total amount of money raised since our last fundraising event. I'm sorry. I think the total amount raised, yes, so that is correct now, is 2,564,542 naira. So total amount donated to the campaign since the beginning of the movement and campaign till date, the Zenith Bank account has received 44,885,166 naira 7 kobo. Our GoFundMe account is taking in $110,434, which is the equivalent of 39,535,372 naira. So as it stands now, people at home have actually made more donation to us than those who are using GoFundMe. But in between GoFundMe and our account, there are also people who are making donations of cash and kind. All of them have been captured by accountants. But this is what we have for you as of today. So we have raised over 84,420,538 naira 7 kobo. So Zenith Bank, since the last time, Ogulu John Ziebe gave us 40,000 naira. Afonja Folorunsho Sunday 10,000 naira. Lamid Muidin Adekunle 5,000 naira. Ogunleye Muyiwa Jimo 5,000 naira. Enimola Samuel 10,000 naira. Felix Omori 10,000 naira. Oshindele Ayodeji 1,000 naira. Barakat Oyenike Olagunju 2,000 naira. I think this is one of the many donations she's made. Bello Fawaz Olamilekon as well, 5,000 naira. This person is a regular donor. Karim Taiwo Sahid, 10,000 naira. Jase Mutio, 20,000 naira. Olukayode Timitokwe John, 5,000 naira. There's a 10,560 from Fundra Logistics. This person probably just used that platform to send money to us. If you did, you want us to mention your name, please send us a WhatsApp message to 0818-823-7529. That's the phone that's receiving direct calls and messages. Fuad Oluwawa Anima Shaun, 25,000 naira. Adeoba Sholakwe, 20,000 naira. Ifalui Minister, 2,000 naira. Akinuru Akinwale Adedoyin 90,000 naira. Ademola Sheye Akintoye 1,000 naira. Ogiame Osayimens Nashayimens Samson regular donor 10,000 naira. Olagoke Olasumbo Peter 30,000 naira. Obina Derek Okoli 1,000 naira. Christian Ejumewo Ibe 10,000 naira. Raya Uso Bonando Edward 23,000 naira. Jerry Ajakai 20,000 naira. Egbeyemi Mukaila Ajayi 10,000 naira. There's a transfers remittances limited. That's from someone abroad who's using transfer. It's 10,650. Victor Sadolo Himen 10,000 naira. Ogulu John again is 40,000 naira, making 80,000 naira in that same day. Patrick Esther 5,000 naira. Eze Uchena 5,000 naira. Etim Ubong Jerome 10,000 naira. Yunusa Serena Usama 200 naira. Clap for that person. Clap really hard, because for someone to give 200 naira, that is from the bottom of their heart. Yeah, they probably don't have a lot. Odinye Shinye 10,000 naira. Lawal Olatunde Oluropo 1,000 naira. Idowu Adekunle Ademolu 2,000 naira. Elizabeth Modupe Durowoju 3,000 naira. Fundraising Logistic again for 25,000 naira. And Gab Trans Multiquest Company Limited 30,000 naira. How many people are watching now?
320.
Interesting, fantastic, thank you. So we go to GoFundMe. Josephine Otuya $50. Olusegun Wilds $200. Janet Jacob $50. KOJ $100. William Enuma $20. T Bakri $10. Samuel Atalusi $200. Michael Adenyinka $50. Oloyede Akinrimade $20. Chukwuemeka Okoronkwo $19. Andrews Ayeni $350. Ekundayo Nebeli $50. Adebayo Shadare $100. Ambrose Adodo $50. Kehinde Esan $100. Alexander Edu $50. Olawumi Oluyinka $100. Olalekon Dunaike $10. Fuad Animashaun $100. I think Fuad also donated naira as well. Tijani Adekunle Adetoyese $100. Saratu Ishaya Audu $120. Elo Ejegre $5. Harrison Osasere Omorodion $30. Edward Nemedia $5. Tosin Faroye $550. Peter Jumo, who is a regular donor, $50. Bamidele Ojo Fati $50. Dave Alegbe, regular donor, $20. I think Dave donates every day. Kehinde Ogunlaja $20. Adeola Makinde $200. Adenike Gbadebo $30. Teresa Noli $20. Benga Bolaji $20. Special mentions, that's donations that are more than 50K and above. Alfonso Morgan Ike, which is 1 million naira. Adeola Makinde $200. Olusegun Wilds $200. Samuel Atanlusi $200. Andrews Ayeni $350. Tosin Faroye $550, which is equivalent of 196,900. And Akinuru Akinwale Adedoyin 90,000 naira. Thank you so much. So I want to check if any donations have come in, and we want to analyze the AIT interview tonight. I want to get feedback from our people. What do you guys think about the interview on AIT tonight? We lost about 12 minutes. It would have been a whole hour, and there was no commercial break. It was amazing. We got some feedback from it. I don't want to say what I think of it, but that's why I want to listen to you if you're watching. But let me go to see if we have any donations yet. Yes, actually, there's a donation from Salu Bright for 1,000 naira. There's a donation of 5,000 from Fasai James Ojo for 5,000 naira. There is a donation here, no name to it. There's a 20,000 naira donation. Yeah. And we're aware that people are watching. How many people are watching on YouTube?
We have 276, on Facebook 362.
So Facebook keep sharing, YouTube keep sharing. And,
Alright, so reviews are coming in.
Alright, so yes.
Someone said, Paul Emmanuel says it was fabulous.
Thank you.
Rose Olu Smith says, we are so proud of you. Thank you, sir.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
Shegun Ojo Olale says, we love it.
Thank you, Shegun.
Mike Bentley is saying it was excellent, 100%.
Wow, that's a very kind lecturer right there.
Don Isa is saying so lovely.
Thank you.
On YouTube, excellent, Mr. President. That's Yemi Sampson.
Thank you.
Ajibade AO on YouTube, you smashed it, prize.
Thank you.
Victor Gucci on YouTube, it was great.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
So everything is positive.
So far,
good.
Yes.
Let me go to check a WhatsApp messaging system here. I said, please correct the GoFundMe account you pinned. They said
it's correct. I've changed it.
They said they've changed it.
It was
Thank
2010, but it's 2019.
Sorry about that. It's been corrected. No, there are several people who were reaching out to say that. Good evening to you, my honorable President Charles here. Thank you, love and kindness towards Nigeria. Like Charles is the guy who did the music, amazing guy from. It's always been supportive. Hi, my president. I have a jingle made for you an AC TIB Kwara State chapter. Can I send it to you to listen to before sending it to Kwara State coordinator? Yes, please do so. This is David Fast Patos from Orlando, Florida. Thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, it's that's what it is. So there's nothing new other than just two messages, and I haven't gotten. Let me check
there's
if there's
someone that said he should speak pidgin for the sake of his neighbors. They're watching you tonight.
Oh, for the sake, where your neighbors them day now? Anyways, my people, the same guy Yanu na small for pidgin English show. My name is Moyele Sowore, and I'm the presidential candidate for AAC. AAC, the African Action Congress. Party where they knew for time where they take one chase all the guys who spoil this country. Come on, Padawata. We don't want to see them again. No, the one way they for Dara, we want to send them back to the village. The one we come from Adamawa, make we send them back going village. And make we come turn our country around, make the country they work for the people we're supposed to for. Today we are there for television station for AIT, African Independent Television. Why I make question myself the answer back. One question where I remember where now the question where they ask me say where we go fit turn around, people just look for basic things, you know. You don't tell where we they look for basic things in not day, but when we look around we discover say we feel live for paradise. I go Uyo yesterday. Uyo they supposed to like Amsterdam, but they don't steal all the money we did for the place. Finish. You know, so now I make progress not there with people. But I mean, as I sit down here, they tell you now, if as soon as vote for me as president of Nigeria next year, this country will change. I will change this country. This country must change for my lifetime. It must change for our lifetime. It must change for the lifetime of our children. So I don't hear me so, neighbor. But we look for support as we not get godfather, we not get godmama, and all these big politicians who don't steal money, and then we they compete against. So that's why every night we they come on the couch for here, they ask for support. So even if na 500 naira I get, and on a neighbor, you know, even na 1,000 naira, or you na get 1 million naira, we they look for 400 Nigerians. We get good hard if you give us 1 million naira each. It will take us to 400 million. If you get 400 million, we go fit print posters, buy fuel for our cars so we take travel, you know, print t-shirts, do radio jingles, do billboards. Time still there. Anybody will tell me, say time, the time still there plenty. And another thing we say, they want to do presidential debate on January 19, or then come up my name. They do Ojoro, but when they fight out tomorrow, we will go court, go sue them, say we get right to debate. I want debate Atiku and Buhari. May we see waiting who go feel wait. That's me. I just wanna thank you. Anyways, back to well, that's the real language right there. But back to English language right now. Can I check to see if I have any responses from? I think I saw something from GoFundMe just now, which shows that somebody might have made a donation on GoFundMe to the campaign. This is amazing. It's interesting today, which we should report to you. Oh, Blessing Peter just made a donation of $20 on GoFundMe. Thank you, Blessing Peter. You're the first donor this time. I cannot do without mentioning before I go some sad news. One of our greatest members and leaders, Pius Omorega, lost his father today. So Pius, we are with you, and we're sorry about the loss of your father. This is one of our solid guys, who has been consistently supportive, and is one of the greatest persons when it comes to fundraising for the movement. It's based in the US. So Pius, we are with you, and all of you watching, please, if you type Pius Omorega on Facebook, is ever present. Just send him condolence messages, or send him your condolences, and let him know that we love him. So that's from that side. It's very sad. Another thing we wanted to report today is that we have people who are working also in Warri, in Sapele today, and the only thing we have, our major problem, we make us come even raise money tonight, and we say we don't run out of posters. Not be ashamed to talk that word.
Someone is asking how much it costs to make posters.
So we run out of posters. To make 50,000 posters. Now around that kind, the person they make 50,000 posters. No, they make 10,000 posters for us, and 50,000 handbills where would they use to take campaign with t-shirts. Would they look for around that kind 1.3 million to 1.5 million. So now the thing we would come ask for tonight, because when they go Port Harcourt, when they from there go Warri, when they from there, we won't do campaign until Christmas Day, until they born Jesus. We won't do campaign so that we will get posters. That's one of the things we are here for. So anything when I fit do, man, I help us. Whatever you can do to help us tonight to raise at least 2M, we will appreciate them. That's the goal. So that we can print posters en masse. We will last us at least till the beginning of the year, or till we finish in Ekiti. And after that, we go. We still they need t-shirt we need caps and all those things, because people they consume our materials. Now see what happened for Uyo yesterday. You guys saw what happened in Uyo. People can't, they are consuming our materials like it's gold. And the same thing everywhere we go. Even policemen, when they stop us on, during stops at the checkpoints, the moment we give them their posters, they ask for more that they want to distribute to their people at home. They don't ask us for bribe, they ask us for posters. Nigeria police, can you imagine that? So please, whatever you can do to help will be appreciated. I'm sure there are people out there who can afford to do this for us. As you can see tonight, you can understand the reason why they don't want to debate, why they are running away. You saw it on AIT tonight. And by the way, we are working hard to get the AIT campaign as a whole and upload on YouTube. The debate, the Face the Nation interview tonight. When we finished in the studio, all the workers came into the studio, and they said it's the first time since this political season that somebody finished an interview and everybody left whatever they are doing to come and say hello. Thank you, AIT workers who are also taking back people. So a lot of people said they were convinced tonight that there is an alternative. But we've always said it. But the media has not given us that projection that we deserve. That's even constitutionally guaranteed to us. And I challenged the AIT person tonight, and he said he will do everything he can to make sure that we are covered going forward. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much. There are some comments regarding AIT. People are talking about AIT. Mostly, most of our people are talking about it. And we appreciate it. And quite honestly, if anyone is out there who feels that you have a review that is bad, and feel free. We need it. We need both the good, the ugly, and the bad reviews, so that we can improve in future appearances. So don't feel obliged or pressured to say, oh, it's the best, if you think there's something else you want to say. Shegun Lale has sent some screenshots here. So somebody is saying that, did they say somebody's here saying, anyways, so people, somebody saying here that somebody want a VP to do a lot more on Facebook, please. VP, listen, I even heard Duncan Mighty.
People want you to talk about that.
Yes. Duncan Mighty said he said some things today. I didn't quite get what.
He wants to be your VP.
I actually like Duncan Mighty. By the way, if you are watching Duncan Mighty, I've never met you before, but I'm a big fan of one of your tracks, Obianuju. Oh my goodness, that was probably one of the best songs of all time, and it forced me to buy your album on iTunes. And I listen to them. I use them every morning to run. So Duncan Mighty is actually a favorite musician. But as to being VP, we already have a VP, unfortunately. But the VP will hear from you. And in fact, I sent Duncan Mighty a DM, direct message, and he hasn't responded yet. Maybe I haven't checked my records. We'll be in Port Harcourt on Thursday. You are free to come and meet me, and you can be my VP for one day. We go around Port Harcourt together in the rally. Duncan Mighty, so thank you so much, Port Harcourt son. Is that what they call him? Yeah. Huh? Is it Port Harcourt first son. Thank you. So I'm trying to log in here and get. Do you have any questions there for me?
No.
From people watching. So it's been amazing day today. Everything is going well.
People are saying there's a new video that don't kind of.
There's also they said there's some other campaigning going on, that there's a debate also scheduled for Cambridge, and Nigerians are petitioning Cambridge to bring me into that debate as well. Interesting. After tonight, I think more people want to see that we are debating everywhere. Aziz from the UK, the interview today was on point. I know they feel the heat. Keep spicing them up with ideas. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you for. Lady Glory said, hello, Mr. President. I can see your interview today. Please stand on your feet. It shall be well with you. Continue AJ and amen. Lady Glory, AIT interview is what she's talking about. Yes, this hello, sir. The man that said people don't take you serious, he's biased. Yes, of course, I challenge him. I think he left that place knowing that is different. Also, let's greet our TIB UK group for the protest today at the Nigerian Embassy. They are protesting that I must be included in the debate. So they went to the UK. You have to thank Citizen AY and Bukola Dabo for doing such a great job coordinating that event. Thank you so much. Thank you, TIB UK. Somebody's asking, when are you going to Bayelsa State? That will be next year. You are God sent, our president come 2019. This is Mama AAC. Mama AAC is in Canada. Mama, Missy G, thank you so much. We love you. Okay, somebody's asking a question there. We'll see. I think it's a private question, not for public consumption. Good morning, Mr. President. They will be forced to cover how the campaign is going. Thank you. So evening, Mr. Sowore. It is Ekpedeme here. I'm not tired of following you as well as telling people about your ideas. I watched you live yesterday in my state Akwa Ibom. It was fabulous. Tonight was excellent on AIT. Keep on doing a good job. Thank you so much, Ekpedeme, for reaching out. If there's any question, let me know. I must see you before I go back to meet and discuss with you, Mr. President. So somebody's trying to some questions, some issues here. All right, this is Sesson. Thank you, Sesson. No problem. I would love to see you too before you go. Sesson from Dublin. So Mr. President, at AIT today, you killed it. Oh, thank you so much.
Someone is commenting, I think it's a review, and they're saying during your interview you need to be quick. This is Ola Univ.
Okay. Thank you, Ola. Thank you. See, that's why I said, someone can give us a negative review, criticism. There's nothing wrong with it. Why hasn't your campaign team reached Ekpoma yet? Well, we'll get there. Thank you. This is Miss Moore Rose Messi. Okay, thank you. So I think they want us to say, how are we going to fund the Ekiti AAC, my president? Very important at this crucial time. I've worked a lot in Ekiti for our party. Just came back yesterday. That's Sesson again. We'll work on that. We're going to Ekiti on Sunday. All right, it looks like the donations have not come again, but there's a GoFundMe donation. Actually, quite a few donations has come in through GoFundMe in the last few minutes, about 3 of them. We have Danny Orugbani for $50. He just made a donation of $50. Danny Orugbani. Clap for him. Clap for Danny, right? There's a donation of $5 for Kwam. The name we just gave it as Kwam. Thank you so much, Kwam. And Faith, you donated $50 as well. So yes, the donations have been coming in. Thank you so much. All right. So maybe there's a network issue with Zenith Bank. It happens once in a while where we just don't get anything from them in terms of notification, but if we do, we'll keep you updated. Let me go back to if you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any comments.
Someone is asking how they can assist from Europe.
Yes, you can assist by donating directly to us in our account, local account number, that is the Zenith Bank account number. It's 1000602 3871 1000602 3871. You can make that donation directly to us, or you can print posters. If you want to give the money to the person printing the posters, or you want us to send you a JPEG copy of our posters, you can print the posters and send to us, or you want to print the poster with the printer we use, feel free, reach out, and we will work with you. We just want to make sure that we have enough posters, we have enough t-shirts, caps, handbills to deal with a surge for requests. We're getting a lot of requests for posters and handbills this Christmas season. I think a lot of people who are going home also want to take our messages with them to their respective villages and campaign on our behalf. Shegun Ale is asking if his fashion designer delivered. I'm sure, yes. I have too many clothes now. That's why I don't ask for clothes anymore. So many of you sent me clothes. Thank you so much. So it said Tosin said he called his tailor and sensitizing. He said we youths are behind Sowore ball digital, no more analog. Wow, that's amazing one there. So well done, Mr. President. Today's great. In UK, thank God I was there with AAC members on AIT interview. You need to be quick when you are responding to the question and make your point clear. Thank you so much. You didn't send me your name, but I appreciate that comment. Oladimeji Kudos also gave his review. He said the interview today was very nice. When are you coming to Ogun State for rally to support our governor? We'll do that, and as soon as we make up I think the date is already there for next year, or maybe when we start the Southwest, but I know it's going to be early next year. Thank you. My Honorable President, please try and get in touch with Ambassador Joker Boy of Uromi, Edo State. Once you get to Edo State, sir, the guy is really doing a great job for us, the AAC, the African Action Congress. We will do that. Thank you so much. This is Ola Univ. Okay, yes, you are the ones who also gave the criticism on Facebook that was read earlier. Thank you, Ola. So I've made posters and had for Ekiti State, but I need more support for my president. Please, you should try and create time to talk to me in private. Okay, I have structure in Ekiti for a party already. I only need your backup. Please respond to me. All right, Sesson, I will do so as soon as we're done with this. Thank you. If you're calling, sorry, we will not be able to take calls today because it's we just don't have the resource to do calls today. Sorry about that. Just send WhatsApp messages and we'll read them aloud to our viewers. How many people do we have watching now?
598.
Wow.
599.
Wow. So we're going to reach 600 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's good. We're not getting any notification yet from Zenith Bank. I don't know whether there's no donations or they just have network issues. If you made any donations through Zenith Bank and you're watching and you want us to know, you can also make pledges. You can make pledges this Christmas season. Make pledges and we'll follow up. We'll follow up with you. If you want to make pledges, maybe we can take pledges as we speak. But make sure that they are redeemable pledges, not pledges that are just made flippantly. No flimsy pledges, because we really need your support to root these guys out next year. And we're spending less but making the most impact. There's no question about it. And the ideas are spreading and spreading very fast. Okay? Some of our candidates are not doing well enough. This is very lugubrious. For example, never seen Jollof campaign for you at the party. All he does is from one club to the other. This is very unfair. They're complaining about Mr. Jollof. Stay tuned to Shobobo and the Kulaji. The time to make it great is now. AAC. Somebody say here, it's a Thursday's payday. You can save me as Kwam. Aziz is my surname. Okay. That's the person who made a donation through GoFundMe. Thank you so much, Kwam. Aziz. Appreciate. Well done. Oh, no. Sorry. Thursday's payday. The time we must donate to, we just only take you serious. Yes. If you take me serious or you're taking us serious, make a donation. That's true. That was what came out of that interview today that became very interesting. And I'm sure the guy who said it regretted it at the end of that encounter. Who's the governor for Bayelsa? I want to get in touch with him. I hail from there. Mama AC. Somebody will get in touch with you regarding that Mama AC. My name is Victor Ehige from Italy. Please, I want to know what you are doing concerning the presidential debates. Tomorrow, we'll take them to court. That's what we're doing first. But don't stop putting pressure on them, on social media in particular. Keep then Sowore must be, there's a hashtag Sowore must be included, and if all of you go on Twitter and do that hashtag, it will start trending. And what we found out in the last few days is that these people are really, really scared when there is public outrage. Every conversation that people had with the executive secretary of NDG shows that the man is really jittery. At the point, he was complaining that people want to kill him. Please, we discourage anybody threatening anybody because of this campaign. Ours is a non-violent struggle. We can defeat them with ideas. That's definitely the way we want to go about it. All right, I see that Zenith Bank has some updates. Okay, I think it was network because I see like 6 updates, 7 at the same time coming in. Okay. Wow. So yeah, there's been donations. I said it. And there must have been some issue. The Salil Bright, who had just made a donation of 1,000 naira. Ede Solomon, 8,000 naira. Okonkwo Ifeanyi Peter, he made a donation of 1,000 naira. Ilesomi Jesulayomi Godwin, 10,000 naira. Oj Albert, 1,500 naira. Dada Olatunde Michael, 1,000 naira. Bankole Abel Olajide, 10,000 naira. Fagbemi Oluwaseun Olayinka, 10,000 naira. Desi Rock Agro Allied Industry, 5,000 naira. And this is Lukman Oladehinde Ayinde, 1,000 naira. So yes, so we're making good progress with donations just trickling in. I knew it was a network issue, so that's good. Somebody said they sent money to Edo State. You're asking how can Greg get the coordinator get the money sent to Edo State account. I'm sure he has access to it. I'll find out tomorrow when we wake up here if he got money from you, Abel. Thank you so much. Sorry, if you're calling tonight, we will not be able to pick calls. The Ondo State campaign was different. Try as soon as possible to attend Ondo Town, Akure, very important. Yes, we will go there. That's our state. Thank you. And again, I'll try to speak with my family and the Mbanke people about Sowore movement, AAC. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate that. Hello, sir. AAC member from Malta. Please, can you help me to tell the lady reading out the questions to you to please add me on Facebook, Angel Fred. Our Facebook is probably full, but as soon as we find a room or an opportunity there, we'll add you, definitely. Can anyone respond to me here? I'm worried because 2 prophets have prophesied that Buhari will get back to rule and nothing will happen like any trouble. It means he'll be reinstated peacefully. Hello, I've never received response from this WhatsApp number. Now you have received it. There is a lot of prophecies going around, and counter prophecies. We are not dealing with prophecies, we are dealing with the reality of defeating Buhari. So all there were prophets who said Jonathan will win and he lost. So it depends which prophet you are talking to or listening to. Mr. President, a lot of people want to make posters. Can you give them instruction about that and how they can deliver them? Mr. President, please, Unilag, Fela is really doing things there. Okay, they say Unilag. Okay, we'll go to Unilag. That's my school. Not worried about that at all. We will go to Unilag. So there's Aliyu Rahila just made a donation of 5,000 naira from Salah Mohammed Samir, 1,000 naira. Thank you so much, guys. That's amazing. So I'm going back to the WhatsApp messaging system here. It's buzzing non-stop. Wow. Okay, yes, I know you would. Yeah, somebody's asking us to add. We will add you. Oh, the person is saying the lady who is reading the message should add him on Facebook. So it's not asking for mine. All right, that will be taken care of. I will pass on your message. Great interview today on the AIT. We are really proud of you, Mr. President. Waliu from Dallas. Thank you, Waliu. What about rigging? This exclusion shows they have plans to rig. It's true. But we also have plans to counter them. Those two guys, men felt the heat from Sowore, but let them come in 3 million and no go reach. Thanks to the TIB members for their great support. At the end, we shall overcome. We shall win. Thank you. Hello, our able president. Please, what is your plan to help Nigerians abroad that have been discriminated and denied access to banking? I think we mentioned that today. When I went to South Africa, I talked about this. But let me tell you, the moment we get it right in this country, people will start respecting us. Even America will respect Nigerians. They are doing this to us because they know we don't have leaders that are worth it. But vote for the right leader. We would make the necessary interventions and policies that will make things work for Nigerians. So somebody said, units at 2G days campaigning seriously against you. What can we do about this? Don't worry about that. You know, I'm campaigning for myself. I'm not campaigning against anybody except those who have destroyed Nigeria. So people have received money to campaign against us, against me. You know, one day the money will be exhausted. They will move on with their lives. And the most important thing is for us to win this election, not to be distracted. And it's natural that because we are doing so well, we'll have enemies, we'll have people who don't like us. And it's their right to take a position. And our position is very clear. We want to save Nigeria. We want to rescue the country. You know, the rest is not that important. But it's important that we keep talking, you know. So have you heard a Condolences song in response to debate debacle? Yes, I listened to that. That was a very interesting song, right? And yesterday we had a new song from Uyo in Akwa Ibom State. An amazing song. You can download it on our SoundCloud. Yeah, SoundCloud/Sowore 2019. And listen to all the songs that have been composed for free for us.
I have some questions.
Yes.
Any plans to restructure Nigeria?
Yes. We have plans to restructure Nigeria, completely restructure the country, including restructuring the character of our leaders. But we have the need for the restructuring of Nigeria to be done by people who have honest intentions, not those who want to restructure Nigeria for their pockets. I think I addressed it a little bit on AIT today, that, you know, if a country has been around for 58 years, which would be about, in another 2 years, will be 60 years, it needs to be restructured. You know, it doesn't matter whether it was even perfect. All other countries are restructuring on a regular basis. But what I don't want people to misunderstand, which was used initially against us, was that, we are not interested in restructuring. But as it is clear to a lot of people now that those people who are talking about restructuring are just forming a political party to support Atiku. And the moment Atiku became their president, you know, got some of them paid off, we are not hearing about restructuring of Nigeria anymore from them. It was a lie from the beginning, and we've called them out several times on that. This Prince Edward, take it back from Malaga, Spain. Good job done today on the AIT interview. Please do all you could to be part of the presidential debate. We really want to see how Buhari will collapse was on the stage that day. That's funny.
I have a question here.
Yes.
From Gideon Odion Ataya, and he says, "My president, there is a question that I've asked repeatedly but no response, unfortunately. What are your plans on land ownership? For instance, lands that were rightly acquired but later reappropriated by another government in another regime. What is your plan?"
Can you read that question to me again?
Okay. What is your plan on land ownership? For instance, land that were rightly acquired but later reappropriated by another government in another regime. What is your plan?
So one of the things that needs to happen is the abolition of the land use decree, which makes it possible for government to hijack your land for whatever purpose they want it for. That should not be the case. Without land, you don't have existence. So that's working towards the abolition of the land use decree will resolve that unjust way of taking people's land. Otherwise, any government can come appropriate and reappropriate your land as they want. And we've seen that happen a lot.
Walini is asking, "Sir, what is your strategy to ensure followers in places you have gone for campaigns stay faithful to your party and candidacy for the 2019 elections?"
Everywhere we go, it's so usually organized by some people, and we keep a team on the ground there, local, to keep spreading the message. So, and that has been the situation. We've been spreading like wildfire, and I'm very sure that the same will happen in Akwa Ibom State since we left, and wherever we go, it's just been amazing in that regard. But again, we don't have to relent. We have to keep pushing.
People are asking about the VP.
VP doing more work.
I was just asking about him generally.
It's good. It's good. He had to take care of some issues at his job, and now I think all that is clear. So you'll hear more from him soon. Say the president is this person calls himself my spiritual advisor from Sweden, Pastor Uyi Osazua Sunde. Pastor Uyi, thank you. Please advise that as you campaign, you must promise the Nigerian Ogoni people and all Sowore supporters of posthumously granting him a Nigerian hero status for giving his life for his people, Gold Star status to recognize his family, clean up Ogoni land and develop it. God bless you, Mr. President, and may his blessings and power surround your tenure and protect your administration, Mr. President, sir. Thank you. Definitely, I'm with you on the same page. I follow Sowore a lot, and I fought for Ogoni people a lot, including representing, helping to organize lawsuits against multinational corporations that cheated them. Definitely, I'm with you on that, Pastor Oye. Thank you so much for reaching out. Good evening, Mr. President. My name is Ben from Abu Dhabi, in Edo State, where I come from. Please try and contact a certain John Sagi, founder of God Sent Foundation from Edo State. It's a great asset. If he has his backing, get him on board, please. Thank you for the recommendation. We'll work on that. Thanks so much, Sowore Rufai 2019. Yes, we are disrupting the Nigerian political system. Please, we need a special campus tour to all universities. We need to work with the university students. This is my advice. We don't depend only on people to vote for us. We must do everything possible to make sure we will win in this election, as the old cabals are out again to deceive the people. Please don't rely on the normal people to vote. We must use all tactics to win this election. I support you, the movement, and the party. We can make this happen. God bless. Nsima from the UK. Thank you, Nsima. Great interview on AIT today. They always underestimate you, but Nigerian people believe in you. More grace to your elbow, sir. ZTV show supporting you from Luton. Thank you, ZTV. Thanks so much, Mr. President, for your response to my question. I've been here in the UAE for the past 5 years, and I've tried countless times to have a salary account. But unfortunately, every bank I've visited kept telling me that they don't open account for Nigerians. What a shame. What a shame. This is a diplomatic issue. When we come into office, we will address it directly with the government of the United Arab Emirates. So, vote for the right candidate and help is on the way. Vote for AAC. Oyaba, I've just finished listening to your interview. Brilliant. And as a result, I'm donating £200 from my salary to GoFundMe. Please don't mention my name. Did I mention the name already? Sorry about that. Well, not the full name. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you debate Atiku and Buhari. All we need to do is lecture them on democracy 101. If our pastors and imams still want us members in their churches and mosques, they should do the needful by supporting what is right in this country. Wow, that's deep. Thank you. I understand. From Ukraine, we are enjoying your message that you're passing across to Nigerians. Thank you so much. From Ukraine.
Jerry Nwobi is talking about Ogoni still. Say, Mr. Sowore, what are your plans to clean up Ogoni land and compensate residents?
Actually, there is money allocated from the United Nations that the Nigerian government is supposed to add their own contributions to matching grant. When Buhari came to office, he went to Ogoni land with the former Minister of Environment, as usual, lip service. Nothing has been done. When we go there, I'm an environmentalist. I will clean up Ogoni land, but don't forget it's not only Ogoni land that is polluted. A lot of places in Niger Delta region are seriously polluted. Clean up everywhere and establish a standard for drilling. If we continue to drill, that will ensure that environmental the environment is properly protected. We must adhere to standards that they adhere to in the countries where they come from as well. Now, Mr. President, who was that man here to let him come and see how country is supposed to be governed? I was at the Medical Cannabis World Forum 2018 here in Malta, and I had the opportunity to speak to them about you and how you were trying to open the eyes of our stupid leaders. Please, Mr. President, we'll keep sending money, and please don't back down for these people. You are our hope because I really want to invest in my country. That is if the country is working. We'll make this country work. Thank you so much, Fred. So my people in Ajunwa, Akuti, Alagbole are trying to mobilize people for campaign very soon. AAC movement is going viral as we speak. Please, let's make a target of 1,000 naira from 1 million Nigerians so that people with less income can participate more. Thank you. Oluwadame, right.
That's my area.
That's your area, you said. Yeah, someone saying it's his area, but he hasn't paid his rent for a while, so he hasn't been going home.
7 free membership.
I am Mr. Sampson, Ukraine here. Thank you. You won the election. You will win the election by God's grace. Thank you, Mr. Sampson. So some donations here from Zenith Bank. Adeyemi Oluwakemi Ojo, 1,000 naira. Adeyemo Adedayo Abiodun, 5,000 naira. Omolayo Isaac and Omolayo R, I think it's husband and wife, 2,500 naira. Masnaj Nigeria Limited, 3,000 naira. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Let's look at GoFundMe. Wow. So we have some donations from GoFundMe. That's good. Eniola, wow. Eniola here just donated. Eniola Solomon donated $300. Adebayo Folorunshaw donated $20. Thank you. Baba Tope Erin Folami donated $50. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, this is so how many people do I have watching now?
629.
Wow, the number is
About
growing.
the same on YouTube.
Yes, same on YouTube.
About the same.
YouTube is competing with Facebook. That's good. 6:30 now. So that's good. And a lot of shares. How many shares do we have?
Yeah, I can't see.
Okay. Well, just look at video insights.
We have 790. No, that's comments.
790 comments already.
No, 1.1k comments. 790 shares.
Wow. Thank you so much for the shares. That's great. That's amazing. So that's good, and we'll keep this going. Again, for housekeeping, we are going to be in Port Harcourt on Thursday. We'll be in Warri on Friday. It's Asaba on Saturday, and on Sunday we'll be in Ekiti. It's a marathon. People, this is what I tell them, and what we tell them, that we are the only ones campaigning in Nigeria today. Other candidates are not. With due respect to some of them, they're not campaigning. They're hiding. The big parties are hiding because they have nothing to offer. My advice for you is that when you are asking questions, let them land before answering them, so that you say you'll be clear to them or people of Nigeria. And fixing one-on-one candidate, one-on-one state, it's a little bit confusing there. You have a question or comment?
No.
Okay. So I love you too much, Mr. President. I'm a strong member of the AAC family. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Someone is asking what your take is on piracy.
It's crime, and it will be dealt with as criminal conduct. But you have to fix the security system in the country. You cannot believe that, we don't have that many helicopters looking over our borders and the high seas. And in most cases, piracy is not without even the support of our security agencies, because some of them are involved in oil bunkering and all other criminal activities. So I'm watching you live from Malaysia, and I sent you a message. No reply yet. I'm so sorry about that. I'm replying you now. I will look at the message and get back to you.
There's a bright as Ohiani, and it says, President Sowore, do you need an office in Abuja presently? I have an office for you, all equipped. Please waiting for your reply.
We'll gladly accept it. Why not? So you're hearing me live. We'll reply to you. If you can send a message to my number, which is 0818-823. Maybe you should 7529. Maybe you should send a message to him. 688 watching on YouTube, 640 plus on Facebook. Wow, that's still send monitoring from the UK. Good morning, Mr. President, all the way from Utah, the US. Wow, Utah is a pretty cool place. I personally enjoy your conversation on AIT today. We're expecting you in Ukraine too. Yes, I'll come to Ukraine if you invite me. This is Joshua Fagwa, grandson of D.O. Fagwa. I just wanted to say I love your ideas and I'm solidly behind you. D.O. Fagwa, that's the grandson. Wow, that's amazing. Do you know who D.O. Fagwa is? Nobody knows him in the house?
I do.
Who is it? Yeah? He wrote fantastic books. Fantastic books.
Wow.
Amazing. Thank you so much for reaching out. We have some donations from Zen. I think this is an ETZ mobile transfer. We can't get the name, but if you are the one who sent the donation of 5,000, feel free to send us a WhatsApp message so we can acknowledge you. Yamu George gave us 2,000 naira just now. Olatunji Oluwafemi Shola, 5,000 naira. Thank you.
George Gatsby Infinity is asking, sir, can we have an alternative debate as well?
Yeah, we're planning something actually on that day, but we don't want to reveal yet. In case we don't get into the hall, we might be able to debate outside the hall. So, something must give on that day. So, people are complaining about Mr. Jollof. Address it, please. Mr. Jollof is just a candidate. But I will look into it. I mean, he's a candidate in an AAC candidate for a different position in Delta State. God bless you, Mr. President. You did great today. Please, will the support reach all kids or those out of school? What's your plan on healthcare? My name is Wellington Omori. With regards to healthcare, we've mentioned it before, and I'll repeat it here, that as a function of a number of healthcare workers that we're willing to deploy. We attracting doctors to come back to this country, the ones that have left, using technology for healthcare and investing heavily in healthcare. It's not just about hospitals building new ones, about equipping the ones that we have, not only with facilities, but with doctors who know what they're doing. And in some cases, we have had conversations about how we can use telemedicine to treat people with complicated diseases, even though the doctors may not be in the country in the meantime. And, make sure that we monitor drugs, that they are filled, and that we create an affordable healthcare system that is universal, so that every Nigerian can have a healthcare card. Now, we can also have a contributory system where if you have a organizer with 5,000 naira a year, you can have access to a doctor. I'm just using that as an example, so that having an all-inclusive national health insurance policy that is not stolen by these thieves. And that's what is killing us. Even sometimes we have programs that should work. When you have thieves monitoring and managing them, you can't get anything out of this.
I have 761 people watching on YouTube.
Wow. YouTube is doing great. Wellington, thank you so much. Wellington Omari. Yes, no Sowore, no debate. My parents are fighting me for supporting a revolutionary president. The gospel I preach right now is AAC, and nobody can stop me at this time. Please, tell your parents, they can't stop an idea whose time has come. So a lot of people are complaining and concerned about the VP's inactivity. Well, we're working on that. The VP is going to be active very soon. But I know he was active, very active a few weeks ago. So we're working on a number of things. You're an amazing man, and I believe in you, and I know God's going to use you to liberate Nigeria. Keep it up and focus on prayer going on for you. Thank you so much.
Questions on YouTube.
Yeah.
Someone says, Mr. President, how about your security? Please don't take anything for granted. These cabals are feeling the Spicer heat already.
It's true. We're not taking anything for granted. We apply for police protection. The police refuse to give us protection, which is deliberate. And as you guys know, we've come under attack a few times already. But we can't afford to give up. We know they don't want to give us security, but we must give ourselves, eternal security by creating a country in which everybody is safe. I just wrote on YouTube Live now. Please add me to the support group if there is any. My name is Kelly from Frankfurt. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. I told all my family friends in Nigeria that they should vote for AAC, or else they should not expect anything from me again, and they have promised to do so exactly what I asked them to do. That's a funny one. Thank you so much. I just got out to take this shot now. Who will not see this one in the environment at this Christmas period and not be happy? Mr. President, shall never be well with our leaders. I want the house to say amen.
Amen.
Wow. That's good. Amen to that, everybody says. It can't be well with these bad leaders. That's the guy who said you should add him on your... So he just heard amen from you again. One fascinating thing is people who question your candidacy today, like that guy on the IIT studio, are the ones who will be shouting your name by the time we win the election. That's true. That's true. Hello, Mr. President. Your interview today at the AIT was a great one. We can all see how you shake the table within a short minute. The truth must be told. AAC for life. Yes, we will be wrapping up at 11 o'clock because we have a trip to Lagos tomorrow. and we have to rest and get on the road very early. So
there's a question from Kennedy Harry here says, what are you going to do concerning the agricultural sector?
Agricultural sector, we plan to create agricultural entrepreneurs in 774 local governments. That is 1,000 entrepreneurs per local government. And these guys are going to focus on agricultural products that could work in their own area of competence or geolocation. So if you are in, say, Yola, Adamawa State, you can decide to be a fisherman or, raise goats, and you get the funding you need. And mostly these people are likely to be graduates to create that agricultural product that can sell and create self-sufficiency in the country. And you'll be supported to do it with all the help, with extension services, with equipment. And because of we can use technology to map and track the progress of it. So if you took money from us, or we give you a loan to go and create a farm, and you tell us the exact location of the farm, we don't necessarily have to go looking in the bush for your farm. We'll just plug in the coordinates in a drone and we'll go and look for the farm. If it doesn't exist, you're in trouble. So this is just one of the things. But in addition to automated means of supplying fertilizers, equipments, we have said instead of buying jeeps 20 for governors for ministers, we will rather buy tractors and make sure that we grow enough food to feed us in this country, and also export to the rest of Africa and the world. I need a charger for this phone, otherwise it will die. Help me. I have a 2,000 donation from an unknown person because it came from ETZ Mobile Transfer. There's Adeolu Ayorinde Omoyele. It's made a donation of 2,000 naira. There's also an donation of 5,000 naira right now that just came in. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So is there another question?
Someone is asking what you're going to do about China's involvement in Africa.
It's a very interesting question, because sometimes people are wondering which one would you go with, China or the West. Africa has always been a place for fighting Cold War between China and the West. I'm a professor of post-colonial Africa history for 8 years, and I studied everything, how this continent of Africa was used as a ground for target practice. But the solution is for Africa itself to produce and find its feet and stop relying on either China or the West. The moment we start producing our own goods and services appropriately, we don't have to rely on everything, including toothpicks from everywhere around the world. We won't have to be answering to either China or the US. The same, we started the same way as Malaysia, Brazil, Singapore. And now look at where they are. They are not whining and complaining. I mean, South Korea, they're not whining and complaining about China and America. They're in the game, So, but as long as we don't get it right and we keep voting for leaders who are not competent, where are we? What do you think we'll do? We'll keep asking whether we belong to China or America. It's a shame.
Check donations on GoFundMe. Seems some people have donated.
Okay, I would check right now and see if we can announce. People are doing well on GoFundMe, by the way, and I want to thank them for their consistency. Some persons are donating almost on a daily basis or every other day on GoFundMe. Maybe they are the ones we read out already. Okay. Oh, the network is kind of slow right now here. Don't forget to work on security network as per question on Maryland, US. Yes, that's true, Maryland. Please reach out to Duncan Mighty. That's right. Port Harcourt first son, I will. I already sent him a message. Please, if you know him, tell him to reply to my DM. I'd like to see him while visiting Port Harcourt on Thursday. Your Excellency, Mr. President, COP 2019. I'm James Sampson. My question is that how can we be reaching you or reporting problems to you as from next year when you have been sworn in? Well, I will tell you that I will create several outlets or inlets and avenues for people to reach me directly at that particular time. If I give you a solution now, it may not be the one that will prevail at the time of swearing in or after swearing in. But I will continue to be reachable, including occasionally having my Facebook Live.
There's an interesting question here from Michael Dennis, and he says, "Sir, what is your plan to bring back our girls?"
Yeah, as you know, it's something that is dear to my heart, and I'm shocked that people have suddenly forgotten the girls now. So it's going to be part of our overall security strategy. The moment Boko Haram is defeated, we'll definitely get our girls back. So the defeat of Boko Haram is a priority for us. And as I have mentioned consistently, Boko Haram is prevailing over us because our generals are making money off of Boko Haram. They don't want it to end, and I mean it seriously. But we will end Boko Haram. Yeah. We have some 12 more minutes to go here, and we have some donations from. We have some donations from Zenith Bank. We have Mark Conjola, Adebushola, Abiola, 10,000 naira. Yes. I'm still looking to hear from GoFundMe. We have, I think it's slowed down a little bit, the network, so my GoFundMe app is just buzzing, it's, yes. Still, it's just there. It hasn't come back yet. As soon as I hear from that, I will announce the latest donors from GoFundMe. Yeah. Yeah, it's just buffering for now. All right. Well, let's go back and read from WhatsApp. It said never top up your credit from now because Atiku is giving 10 gig and 1,029 talk time to occasion high-tech ceremony. Forward the message to 2 groups and check your balance after 5 minutes.
Scam.
This one is a scam. It's Airtel 419, Glow 419.
With Atiku.
Atiku is a scam, man. Good evening, my name is Wale. I just want to know your take on Pastor Adelaja's statement that you don't have structure and that's why it's not campaigning for you. I've addressed this before. Pastor Adelaja is entitled to his opinion. We have the widest structure that is organic and genuine in Nigeria. We went around Nigeria and couldn't find real structures for the major political parties except what I call, shop right type outlet structures for bribing electorates. If they have structures, they wouldn't have needed to do what they did in Ekiti or what they did in Port Harcourt or what they did in Osun State. So I suspect that Pastor Adelaja wants to campaign for Buhari and he's looking for some reason to do it. I know that he's friends with another friend of mine who is working with the VP. So maybe finally they were able to convince him. I don't know what it is, but it would be a shame if after all his efforts reaching out to everybody, it's taking Nigeria back to Egypt or helping people who are keeping Nigerians in Egypt to squash Nigeria in Egypt there. We'll see. Thank you. Another thing, sir, please call the young guy. Saying we should call some young guy. I didn't get that message in full. Don't worry. When we get it, I'll read it. Watching from Indianapolis, your debate today on AIT was superb. Wonderful. Keep the spirit on. Thank you. 9 minutes to go. In Ukraine, people are happy because all their leaders are corrupt, so decide to put all their politicians in the street dustbins. Whoever they come across outside the parliament will be thrown in a dustbin. This is what we should do to all our bad politicians in Nigeria. That's why we have to vote for Moyele Sowore for president. Come 2019, AAC, this priest, Eagle 1 of Vienna. The reason we can't put our own politicians in dustbin is because they are all surrounded by Mopo. Before you go near them, they would have killed everybody. And that's part of what we must change. Good job, Mr. President. I would like you to comment on the exclusion of AC party from the scheduled panel discussion in January 2019 by Cambridge University African Caribbean Society, yet invited Duke, Buhari, Atiku, Obi, and Kingsley. I also discovered that 12 out of the 16 executive are Nigerians. I feel these are the children of the rich who unduly influenced Nigeria presidential election. It's possible. I don't know who are the members of those clubs. But the mere fact that they invited Duke, who is no longer a presidential candidate, shows that probably they have not updated themselves. But it's possible. Again, it's their right to invite whomever they want. It's possible that it's even Atiku that funded the whole thing himself and chose the people he will be comfortable with on the table. But if you know them, you can tell them that there's a better alternative out there who will do a better job on that panel than Atiku and the rest of them. Good evening, Mr. President. Please, when are you coming to Port Harcourt? Venue, time, and date. I also say I would like you to send me the River State campaign coordinator number. We'll send that. Can you send us your name? We're coming on Thursday and we'll be arriving there by 8 a.m. So our ceremony will start from the airport in Port Harcourt, 8 a.m. Come one, come all. This is our evangelist in Canada. So, Mr. President, if Nigeria can have a Moyele take it back, AC as President of Nigeria, seeing young, brilliant President discussing with President of America, Britain, France, and Germany, and other countries. Nigeria listening, other president would be afraid to talk to Moyele Sowore because they know he has wisdom, knowledge, and understanding with fear of God in him. They can't play Nigeria 419 again. AAC, take it back. And pray for you. God and guests will protect you day and night from Evangelist Togetherness, Dublin, Ireland. Thank you, Evangelist. Thank you. About 6 minutes to go. Great to have reached you here, so I support your cause with full force. I appreciate you. God have ordained you to liberate Nigeria. AIT today spoke volume. Take it back. Action. So we have something coming on Channels TV, but Channels TV invited me to an interview which is going to be recorded. I think they call it Roadmap. So tomorrow, I don't know where they're showing that, but we'll be on Wazobia as it day hot. From what time?
6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Yes. And also don't forget, we are looking for posters, new posters. We want to get as many posters as possible. So if you can donate to get posters, fantastic. If you can't, you can make posters for us. If you want us to send you a copy of our posters electronically, we'll do so that you can help us make them and deliver them to our office. So where are you going to be in Warri? I'll be in Warri on Friday, and the venue will start. I think there's a roundabout outside of Warri that we start from, but you can't miss it. Just keep your eyes to the ground. Sorry, ears to the ground, not eyes. Wow, great to connect, man, with vision. Thank you, sir. Wow. Okay, this is somebody is saying. Hello, my name is Victor from Ukraine. I would love you to come to Ukraine to have a time with Adelaja to share in his view about how you can conquer Nigeria election in a short possible time. I guess with little wisdom, help you can conquer Nigeria, getting you to power, and he will be in full support, even with cash and funds. I would love you to come to Ukraine. I believe he's not, I believe he's not believed with Buhari, but because he has not heard much from you. AC, take it back, yeah. I don't know. Good evening, Mr. President. What are we going to do concerning your being part of the coming presidential debate? I think we should charge them to court. We're going to court tomorrow. That's good. Remy Goose is, that's a 5-year-old, that's the father of the 5-year-old who gave that powerful rendition. Thank you, sir. My name is Isaac Ekwenyong. Yeah, that's the one who said, good evening. When are you coming to Port Harcourt? We'll save your name. Thank you so much, Isaac.
There's one question, maybe the last from YouTube. Says, Mr. President, what will you do to stop the Fulani herdsmen, because they have killed a lot of people and are still killing, and no one is saying anything about it?
Yeah, it's true. It's very sad, but you know that the Fulani herdsmen are doing what they're doing because they have enablers in power. And the moment you get rid of, we vote out their enablers, their power will, reduce critically. But beyond that, there are some other issues with ensuring that we create commercial ranching in this country as part of our agenda, so that the herdsmen can find a place where they can feed their animals. There are 20 million cows in Nigeria. 20 million cows. And these 20 million cows need somewhere to wake up, walk to, feed, and procreate, so that, because we love meat so much. It's going to be a combination of very well planned out commercial ranching policies, not stealing people's land, and in addition to ensuring that our law enforcement officers are doing what is right. If someone is involved in murder, regardless of their status, they should be arrested, disarmed, and prosecuted. That's what we would do exactly. And I'm not going to look back when I become president. Nobody will have a right to kill and walk away, regardless of who they think they are. Yeah. So tonight I'm hearing that we have almost 4K, 1.4K viewers on Facebook or YouTube. Okay, both of them. So that's amazing. We thank you guys all for viewing tonight. We have just 2 minutes to go. We need posters. So if you're watching me tonight, please donate towards our acquisition of posters. We need posters. I know some of you will be watching even after we're done. Do not forget to make a donation either directly through GoFundMe or our Nigeria account, so that we can make so many posters to deal with this poster scarcity that has hit our campaign at this time. People are eating up our posters. So, I mean, they're not eating it as in chewing it, but they love it so much that, it's spreading. So, we need posters and other campaign materials. Thank you. So, there's a donation here for 10,000 naira from Okene Orese. That's this 10:59. I will check with GoFundMe if there's anything new. Still, my email is buffering. Okay, finally it came through, but nothing came. Nothing came from GoFundMe. I'm sure there are people who are still at work, and when they get off work, they will keep donating. It's 11 o'clock, and I want to thank you guys for listening, watching, sharing your views with me today. A lot of people watching. You can continue to support even after this broadcast is ended. There was a suggestion that we should change the name of the broadcast and the show to Showtime. We want to hear your views. If you want us to keep it the way it is, which is it is our time on the couch, or you want it to be called Showtime. If you want to know my view about this, wait till the next broadcast. But send us your suggestions here, or you can send it to our WhatsApp message. Until next time, is our time on the couch from Abuja. See you next time. Maybe not same place, but I want to say good night to those of you who are going to bed in Nigeria, as we are, and Europe, And those of you who are waking up right now, maybe or even already in Australia, probably people are already at work. Thank you. And those of you who are just living work in America, the USA, Canada, thank you all for supporting this great movement, our great party, and the greatest candidates of all times. Thank you. Take it back.